okay, but I don't have to be in a 12-step motherfucking program with 4 sponsors and going out to the clubhouse so I can find out where the drugs still are. Because I don't do that, I'm not in recovery.
Something else that was never said, right? Something else that was never said. It's honesty you're lacking, Victoria. Honesty. So easy, yet so hard for people like you. It's truly maddening. You know, it's better and easier to just tell the truth, right? You know that you don't have to lie to deflect from your really shitty actions while in your version of recovery, right? You're not getting it. It truly is maddening. You should see a psychiatrist, not a fucking counselor, a psychiatrist, because you have some serious mental health disorder that you keep coming back to being a fucking victim in circumstances that you created, right? You created it. You ran cash apps for Lisa, lied about it, right? Still now, lie about it, right? Dragging Lisa all over the place for weeks, leaving your part out until you couldn't anymore. You still, when people come into your chat and bring that shit up, you still deflect from what you did. People in recovery don't send money to drug dealers, Victoria. You know that, right? You do know that, right?
But you said congratulations to her on her 9 years, but she just told you she didn't work a program. So she's not in recovery, right? Yeah.
I'll bet they made some changes, like honesty. What do you want to bet that person is more honest than you are? Not hard to do, but I'm gonna bet my life that person is honest. Doesn't deflect, lie, fucking scam on the internet. I'll bet my life on that.
Yeah, so I tried to go to a different clinic, and they tried to put me on Suboxone, but because of certain things that I'd taken, and I have a super slow metabolism, every fucking time. I do. I've done IOP too. Wait. Yeah, outpatient. Yes, I do IOP. Yeah, see? Crazy. Anyway, every time I tried to get on Suboxone, it sent me into straight precipitated withdrawal. And I would have rather cut off my entire right foot with a pair of toenail clippers.
What were you taking? Press pills on the street? What were you taking? What medications that you take would have sent you into precipitated withdrawal? You know, just questions. Because I've only seen people go into precipitated withdrawal, right? 72 hours, illicit fent. So were you buying press pills on the street? Because that I could see. But you said some medication that you're taking, which is strange, because the only thing that would interact with Suboxone would be an opiate. So, little confused. If you could straighten that out, I'd appreciate it.
I'm not like everybody else, especially the people I know around me that has been through addiction at all. They're out running the streets, they're going to people's house and hanging out and doing things that wasn't me. I was never around these people for long periods of time. So for me to go through what I did and finally being just so happy and so fucking relieved that I found the answer and never, ever, ever even looked back. Not one fucking second did I ever go, I really still want to go do such and such. Never.
Victoria, this is really going to upset you. In active addiction, I had children. I ran a clean household, dinner on the table every night. I had children, right? And I maintained a 3.89 GPA in undergrad, right? I was a functioning addict. I don't know that you were a very functioning addict, so there's that. All addicts, this is going to blow your mind. Doesn't matter, right? We're addicts for a reason. There's a reason that we become addicts. So, you should know that. If you're doing so much work on yourself, you should be aware and conscious of these things, right?
I just can't understand why somebody else that acts like they're just so proud of people in recovery would literally do everything in their power to try to tear apart somebody that y'all are saying is early in recovery. Like, why? Why would you even risk that? Again, I know she wouldn't be the one handing it to me for me to do. But I very much know people that just want to drown out the fucking pain. And most of that just isn't just a relapse. That's their day before the funeral.
It's almost like you're doing it to yourself because you can't admit and acknowledge the fact that I'm telling the truth. So there's that, right? No sympathy for self-inflicted wounds. Say it with me, okay? You are the cause and I am the effect. What you choose to do with it is on you, sweetheart. That's on you. You can't blame other people. People are just telling you about yourself and you cannot take it. It is interrupting your vision of yourself and you are struggling with the truths being told about you.
So many fucking people try to tear me apart on a daily basis over here, but yet you're a part of the recovery community, right? But just like Ashy Cat and other people said, sadly the recovery community is such a very, very toxic place.
Yeah, the recovery community is a toxic community for people like you. Ones that will not at all be honest about their behavior. But let me ask you a question. It was okay when you were smearing Lisa, right? That was all okay? It was all right when you were telling a whole bunch of shit about Lisa, leaving out your part of it, right? It was all good then, right? It was all good when you were live for hours a day talking about Lisa, trying to keep your parts of Lisa's scams quiet, right? That was all okay. But now it's a problem. Now that people are looking at you for you to take accountability for your actions, it's a problem. You still are very much living like you're in addiction, Victoria.
Why in the fuck would I have reached out to any of them to ask to see if somebody had the answers to help me? Because every fucking thing I said to anybody got put all over hate pages and this and that. Like, you don't give a fuck about nobody unless you're doing exactly how you think it should be done.
Different people have different purposes, Victoria. I could have posted that entire Lisa call, right? Gotten a shit ton of views for it, but have I? Nope, not at all. Have I released my messages with Lisa? Nope, not at all. Why? Because that is not why I do what I do. It is just not. But you could have stopped this long ago. You chose not to. You realize that, right? It was a choice that you made to lie about me and save your ass. How's that working out for you? How's that working out for you? Just wondering. Because you should have. A person in recovery would have never even had to be called out for that shit. It would have never been done, and if it was done, they'd have fucking admitted it immediately once they were caught. Not you. You've just been doubling down since. How's that working out for you? Probably good from your point of view, because you are just snowed, you know? And just so we're clear, every addict in recovery will say that honesty is important. Just so we're like 1000% clear here. Every single addict in recovery would agree that honesty is important, except somebody like you that is dishonest.
But I am so fucking sorry. So sorry. No, I'm fucking not. But I'm so sorry that I did not recover the way that Villain thinks I should recover.
And I'll reiterate, the only person you're hurting is you. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me. I'm honest. I have integrity. I take accountability when I need to, and I right my wrongs. You're not hurting me, baby. You're just not. You're hurting you. So, there's that. There is that.
And you know what? People attacking me on a daily fucking basis isn't gonna keep me sober. No, actually it is. Because I'm gonna prove this bitch and everybody else fucking wrong. And I can't wait when I'm sitting here years into it.
Better get yourself some fucking honesty. If that's what you think is gonna happen, you better find some honesty. Laying under a rock somewhere. Put your big girl panties on. Learn how to fucking take accountability no matter what, right? And maybe then you'll have a chance. Till then, sorry, but your chances aren't great.
Yeah, and a lot of people are trying to say that I'm a probation officer, and I don't. I don't have a felony. Yes, I was arrested for a felony charge, but I've not been convicted.
Better start making some payments. You better start making some payments. That's all I'm gonna say, because that looks bad. You know, it looks really bad that, like, you haven't made a single fucking payment in like 3 years.
Because it's not something I want to be on. And yes, the only thing that I am even terrified about with my recovery is I'm sitting here looking at, it's the reason I won't even go to the doctor, because I'm looking at multiple surgeries right now. And pain clinics and stuff like that is what got me into this place in the first place. So that is the only thing that I am worried about. But me and my...
Your story's not that unique, Victoria. I got hooked legally by a doctor too, right? You know what pain is? A trigger. You know what you need to deal with triggers? Coping mechanisms and honesty to deal with those coping mechanisms, and you have none of that. You can't be honest, and let me tell you something. If you lie about the small things, you'll lie about the big things. If I were you, I would kick my ass into high gear and start teaching myself everything I possibly fucking could, because it is not looking good for you.
My counselor in my clinic groups, because again, just because Villain doesn't know what I'm doing in classes that I've been through and people that I talk to doesn't mean I don't have a support system. Y'all see one part of my support all day, every day.
Yep, something else I never said. But you know what? I don't think you're honest with those people either. I don't think you're honest with yourself, if I'm being completely honest. It's really strange when you watch somebody just lie for no fucking reason, right? You just watch them lie. That's what you do. That's who you are. You're not going to be different with other people. I know, actually, that you're not different with other people that you're friends with or were friends with, the people that live around you, right? You act the same way with them too, Victoria. It's not just on the fucking internet. That stuff catches up to you. It truly does. So you need to start getting honest, or else things are not going to go well.
Anyway, I don't know where it's at, but there's a part of one of her videos that she fast forwards because I'm talking on the phone, and she says how annoying it is that I answered a phone call and whatever, right?
Add that to the list, the things that you need to show proof of, right? Because I don't do that, right? So I want to see me answering a phone call on live. I want to see the $75 payment that locked your Venmo. I want to see a drug test that said reasonable doubt, right? Suspicion, whatever the fuck it said. And there was something else. What was it? Oh, the email to your house arrest handler. I want to see those things. Show me where. Because this is a problem. And you think that people don't notice, but I promise you, Victoria, they do. I know you think that you are blowing things out of the water, but you're not. You're not. Because there are people in your chat, or were in your chat, in my DMs, right? That wouldn't happen unless they saw something that were like shit, right? But you keep deflecting. You don't face things head on, but we're still asking for those things. I mean, it's been a while. Something tells me we're not going to get them, but you know, you focus on the smallest littlest thing and you use that, you have been being annihilated for weeks, Victoria. It's been weeks. You have no idea what I have, what I've seen, who I've talked to, right? I'm just waiting for the FOIAs to come back. That's it. Once that's done, it's all coming out. So if I look, and here's the difference between me and you, right? I don't live like you do, to be completely honest, but if I knew that I had something that I needed to address, I'd fucking make a video and address it. Not you, though. You'll wait until you're pinned up against the corner and then you'll double down with a lie. My words get twisted. You know what I do? Correct them. And that's why I'm in the position I'm in and you're in the position that you're in.
Half the people that y'all have over there giving you information, do you want to know a big secret? Do you want to know a big secret? Half the people that are over there helping you gave money to an addict. I don't know, her name's something like Victoria.
A person in recovery would never. Do you understand me? A person in recovery would never make a statement like that about people that fucking helped you when you manipulated them and lied to them about what you needed that money for. And you could tell me all day in America that your fucking counselor said that you don't need to pay. That's a fucking lie. That is a lie. Not a single counselor, therapist, sponsor would ever say that you should not make your amends. Never. Except when to do so would injure them or others. That's not the fucking case here.
I can send you proof. Jerica.
I already have it.
No, I'm talking about people that's actually sent me money when I was in addiction. No. Not when I was making cups on here.
Those people thought that they were paying for your attorney. You lied to them about what it was for. You better start praying to God. That's what you better do. You better start praying to God. Because I collect evidence and then I turn it in where it needs to go, Victoria. I've done it with every single person that I've covered. So you may want to start doing some shit because I don't think it could go.
Crazy thing. Half of them I didn't need to pay back because it was donations.
You said what? That's a fucking lie and you know it. That is a lie and you know it. But you're in recovery, right? No, bitch. You're a fucking liar.